you do the clap. I don't have a professional clapper.
So what does the clap mean when you do that?
It syncs. I can
How
find
is sync it?
because you can find
like
the
you
spike.
clap. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can put them together so that you don't have somebody saying, "What did you do?"
One of the funniest things that he ever did in the office. He comes over. He goes, Elliot, I just revolutionized audio editing. He's like, do you know what a clap is for? I was like, it's to sync up the audio to the video. And his face drops. He just goes,
Oh,
I thought I figured it out myself. I did, because I couldn't figure out how to do it, and I was like, I figured it out all by myself. Yeah. It's like the theory of what was that? Who came up with it? When was it gravity that Newton and somebody else found out at the very same time? But
probably
somebody in like another part of the world.
It's not the theory of relativity.
It's not the theory of relativity.
No, I think it's the theory of gravity.
I think it's gravity, or something about gravity. Anyway, all right, ready? Clap again.
Why are you clapping again?
Because we did all this crap in here.
Yeah. The funny part was too is he goes, I go, hey PJ, you know that thing that they take when they hit the thing and it makes that sound? He goes, yeah. It's called a clapper. And he's like, oh.
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna keep all this in. I'm not even gonna clap again. We're gonna keep it in. So, welcome to the podcast. I know you just heard my geniusness coming off.
Is it really?
Yeah, and my name's PJ.
I don't think that it's really you being the genius.
And your name is?
I'm Renee.
Yeah. See, this is how every time. It does not go right. It's every time. But we have, you've already heard them talking, so you know Elliot's back. I know you guys know. For you hardcore listeners that have been tuning in. And now today, we finally, if you want to watch us on YouTube, to see us and see our faces, you can.
You can.
Because I'm pretty sure you can even see hers.
What does that mean?
You know.
Watch yourself.
Well, you're in trouble now.
No, for the...
Should have done
you
that.
can see, because I checked it. You can see her face.
Why?
As long as she's not ducking or nothing.
Should have done
you
that.
You can see her face.
You're just a boy.
Huh?
You should have done that. You're just a boy.
I know.
Yeah.
Sling Blade.
I never saw Sling Blade.
I haven't either. I just know that line.
I never saw it because everybody would say watch it, and I never watch it. It was made with $1 million. That's it, just $1 million.
And Billy Bob Thornton directed it. And started it.
What?
Mm-hmm. He plays the guy who says that.
He directed it?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Okay, I'm like 90% sure he directed it now that I'm on camera and audio.
I know, now you can look at your face and say, that pasty white boy is wrong. You know how they do in the comments.
Yes.
I told you my first.
It was horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah,
I was like,
it was pretty upsetting.
Oh yeah, but you loved it though.
I know.
He was
all
like,
for
I was like,
it.
I'm so sorry. He's like, why?
I feel like I made it. You know, when you have your first haters like that.
Yeah.
Racist haters.
Very.
Racist haters. Yeah, them haters gonna come get you, Cletus. Yeah, so
that's Eddie Murphy's dad's name in the
So
Professor.
what was the thing that we said? What were we just?
Oh, we were talking about funerals.
Funerals. Yeah.
Yes, funerals.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't go to them.
Well, like I think since we've been together, we've gone to 2.
Josh and Junior, right?
Well, 3 actually, because my niece. But you didn't go to the funeral.
I didn't go to
you
the
drove
funeral.
me down.
Yeah.
So 2 funerals in 20 years.
Don't kick it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I don't do them
Isn't that crazy?
No, yes, I think it's crazy. I should have gone to 0.
You know, I think I'm kind of the same way. Like, I hate cards. Like, I don't like cards. I don't like getting cards.
Me either.
Because here's my
waste.
mindset about, yes, it's a waste. It's my mindset about cards. A card can cost $5
Or more.
or more.
Yeah.
Just give me that $5.
That's true. Now
Well,
I did
don't
give
want the $5.
I did give your son a card for his graduation, but in fairness,
It had money in it.
it had money in it and also played the Rocky theme song.
But what you could do is
Buy them a pint of Ben and Jerry's. There you go.
Or a
That's
pint
cheaper.
of alcohol.
That's more expensive.
I like to pay the alcohol.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, if you
Alcohol's
get like
Well,
a,
no, it depends on alcohol.
if you get the
can
knockoff one,
Yeah, you can get like Taka vodka for like $3.
make your eyes fall out your
Exactly.
head.
We used to have, there was this tequila down at Blacksburg where I went to Virginia Tech, and
She always has to throw in Virginia Tech. We're glad that you went to Tech.
sorry, no.
I went
Glad
to
that you're
Virginia
happy that you-
Tech.
Hey, guess where
Pinky
I went to
finger
school?
up.
I went to Virginia Tech. Yes, I did. Because I am so special.
Anyways, so I've never once said Virginia Tech.
And
was
notice that he
special-
did not
special.
refute it.
Yeah,
Notice that?
yeah.
He didn't be like...
I literally just refuted it right now.
No, he wasn't like, you know what? You know what? We're not snobs. You didn't say that. He said, yeah, we are snobs. We're snobs.
I just want to let you know.
Yeah.
The snobs are UVA. It's not Virginia Tech.
Both of you.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll let you have that.
Both of you are snobs. Because when you talk about Maryland, y'all talk about... Oh, they went to Maryland. I know how y'all do.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
right?
so there was a
Me
tequila.
either. Have no
Okay,
idea.
go ahead. There was the tequila.
Tequila down there called Montezuma.
Oh, yeah, I've had that.
And so, well, I guess it's not just down there then.
It's not everywhere.
Yeah. Anyway, so we had a joke that the next day you'd be suffering from Montezuma's revenge.
I've heard that too.
Yes.
You probably told it.
I told you that. Yeah,
you probably told
it's.
me. See, I remember some things. Like I forgot everything. Oh, and apparently, I'm supposed to be doing something today at 2.
What are you doing at at 2?
Yeah, at 2.
That's 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I think you made it up.
but I don't know what it is.
We had a 45-minute conversation yesterday about this
me
thing.
trying to figure out. That's when I was texting you like, "I have something to do at 2."
Well, if it is, then I don't know what it
You
is.
put it like somewhere soft. Yeah, I'm just saying.
In between my thighs.
Yeah, that's soft. So it doesn't. What, you think that it might be hard?
Just respectfully, no comment.
You think it might be hard or something?
Again, the word is respectfully.
That's not respectfully.
Elliot, it's just fat.
He just said that you. I'm not even gonna go there. 'Cause
It's fat, Elliot. That means it's soft.
That okay. Okay. Okay.
I love it. I love
Okay,
it.
so anyway, we were talking about
funerals.
funerals. Okay,
And
so
dead people.
for my funeral,
For your funeral.
I don't want one.
You know, little P wants to be. He just wanted to put him in the black.
Yeah.
Well, no, he wants us to burn him up and smoke him.
Yeah.
And then eat them.
No, smoke him. No. As in.
Like puff pass.
Yeah, he wants us to burn.
But
burn
don't you
him up.
know, like the bones and stuff is in there too.
Yeah, but it's all ash.
But sometimes you can have like
Not if you go in. Not if they burn you up in a real thing at
Like
the right
the-
temperature. Yeah. Then you're like ash, and
I
he
don't
wants
know.
us to smoke
Like
him.
I don't want a funeral. I don't want people fake crying over me and all that stuff. I just
I don't think anyone's gonna cry for me.
Do you think I would?
My mom.
You think I would cry when you die?
I
would?
think you would cry.
I would cry.
I think you'll do the silent one tear cry.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Oh wait,
I mean,
I don't
but
think
you
you
know
would
that-
cry in front of anyone. I think that
I'll
you
cry
know,
by
like
myself.
yeah,
I'll probably
you'll,
fake cry.
You'll cry.
I'll probably
like,
fake cry in front of people.
your side of the bed.
I play that song 1,000 times. I remember we was fighting. I played this song all the way to Mississippi. I did that one time.
All the way to Mississippi.
All
the way
to
to
wait,
Mississippi
and,
for
and
18
then the
hours.
kids remembered it.
Yeah, they were like, they hate that song now.
Yeah, that's a form of psychological warfare.
They like heard that song.
That's what they do for sieges. They play the same song over and over again on
That's
high.
right. And when they're torturing people.
Yes, and it's usually the Spice Girls for some reason.
Yeah,
Who would have thunk that, right?
yeah, I would. That sounds like torture hearing it over and over again. At first, it's kind of
sure,
catchy, but then after about the 5th time, you're like, no, I can't take it anymore.
Oh god, this is it.
No more.
You can tune it out though, can't you?
No, that's the point. If it keeps playing over and over
It's
and
like
over again.
loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just can't tune it. You can tune it out at first, but eventually,
It just
everyone has their point where they can't tune it
where
out.
they crack, yeah. Yeah, my concept of funerals is like I don't really like going to them either. I mean, I appreciate the concept of paying respect to someone if you liked them.
I don't.
Well, I understand that.
But they don't
Okay,
know that
no.
you're paying respect to them.
Because they're dead.
It's more. Yes. No, you're correct. It's more for you.
The family?
Well, and the family. Yes, you go for the family,
Nope.
and it's more for. And I'm not saying that.
Oh, you agree with it.
I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying that
It's more
this
for the
is.
living.
It's more for the living. It's a form of closure.
Okay. What about this? All right, I was watching a show or a movie or something yesterday, and somebody they died and they buried them, and then like they do in every movie, they go, "Does someone want to say some words, or does somebody want to say something?" What is up with that?
Why do they
Why
do
do
that?
they do that? What is that about?
I think they do
They're
that
dead.
because they're trying to console the people who actually are sad. Like
Yeah,
family.
but I mean, but in those kind of shows or something, it's usually somebody they didn't like or somebody liked or whatever, and they just bury them, and then they're like, "Somebody want to say a few words," and then.
all my times, there's always been a ceremony during the actual burial process. Nothing is said usually.
Yeah.
In my experience,
But
so
on
I think
the
that's
TV, they always
movies.
do- yeah,
that's
that's what I'm saying.
movies
Movies
and
always
TVs,
do that.
But
I think
like
it's
at
because
the black funerals, they like have like a little time where you can get up and speak.
No. Yeah.
They
Yeah,
have those at white ones too.
they do. I mean, I've never been to a white person funeral. Have I? I don't think so.
Probably not as much fun.
Is it good
There's
food?
no
after?
fried chicken. There's no fried
There's no
chicken.
fried chicken? I'm not going.
I know at Jewish funerals there's a lot of bagels.
Really?
Bagels.
No, I'm making that up. Although
Oh.
I'm sure there might be some.
I
Yeah.
was like,
They're
the stereotype is true.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's not.
Oh, was there one at my grandfather's? There may have been some bagels.
There were bagels.
Because it might have been at breakfast.
Muzzle tough.
Yeah.
Did I say it right?
That's.
Muscle toe. Did I say that? Camel
That
toe?
is not camel toe.
I'm only
No.
half Jewish, and most of what I know about Judaism is very limited. So I think Mazel Tov was right.
And bar mitzvah
Not-
and bat mitzvah.
Yes.
What is that?
It's the
13-year-old.
yeah.
From a
Oh.
man
It's
to
the
a
man, yeah.
girl.
Oh, really?
A boy to a
I
man,
didn't
a
know
girl
that.
to a woman.
Yeah, no.
It's
that's
like-
You know what a quinceañera really
Yeah,
is?
they're just like floating a girl around. This
Yeah.
See who's gonna marry her.
It's basically they're pimping her out.
not really pimping her out,
I mean, they're
but
putting
like
on
showing
showcase.
her off.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's on
So,
showcase.
to see who wants to marry her. So basically, you're like trying to make it look as beautiful as you can, so these old men can
That
stare
is
at her.
so crazy.
and
But you
wanna
don't
marry
think
her.
that the old men are going to marry her?
Well, I mean, I'm saying like they're not going to be people their age
Why not?
that they're trying to marry off to.
Yeah, I've never known a 15-year-old, a stable
No.
15-year-old.
No,
There
they're trying
you
to marry
got a
off to
point
like
there.
to be in the 20s and stuff, maybe like 30 years old.
But I don't think that's like they're gonna get married right away.
No, not right away.
It's
But
just
they're
like when
looking
she
at
turned
it.
18.
They're just looking at it, but maybe they're trying to get them right. You know, maybe trying to get them in the next year or so.
I don't know.
Because I don't know about the culture. I think so because them jokers start having babies early,
Yeah.
and it's not like a racist or stereotypical because it's actually what they do. They believe in family.
Should have married into one of those families.
Yeah, you still can.
Maybe not a 15-year-old.
Yeah,
but,
not a 15-year-old,
yeah.
but I can hook you up.
but like a 17-year-old. No, I'm just kidding.
I can hook you up.
What's the age of consent in Maryland? Is it 17?
17.
Yeah, Virginia's 18. And
But
supposedly...
I don't know anybody in Maryland.
Okay.
What?
Supposedly, though, the age of consent laws, they don't actually overlap.
No, they don't.
Yeah. So.
And
Which is
if
kinda
you're-
weird.
And if you're a resident of like one state that has an older one, and you go to another state where it's a younger one, you can still get in
Yes.
trouble for the.
Yes.
Heck yeah, you should be able to get in trouble with it
Why?
because you're in another state.
No. What I'm saying is, let's say Maryland's is 17
Yeah.
and Virginia's is 16.
18.
I'm just saying. I'm just giving an example.
Sure.
Okay.
If you go to Virginia and you mess with a 16-year-old, you'll still get in trouble because your state's is 17.
Oh, so it doesn't go. Oh.
I know, it's kind of weird, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah. So you're doing something legal in one state that's illegal in another state.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
But
That's like dry counties and.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. We should get off the subject before it goes any darker.
it's not dark yet.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying.
But I don't think a subject can be dark.
It can be.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Not to me.
We're,
But I think the darkness is my light.
Your toes are over the line.
yeah.
I don't get that.
I don't either, but I'm
Like,
laughing.
you know how they say, like, don't cut your foot off? Like, your toes are over the line.
Who says don't cut your foot off?
Well, you know, people.
What people? I've never heard that.
It's amazing.
Like literally, never heard anybody say don't cut your foot off.
Don't cut your foot off to spite your leg.
Doesn't that? Isn't that? I mean, isn't that like going out saying, hey? Are there like one-footed people out there?
Yeah,
because
there
nobody-
are one-footed
because
people
no
out
one. No,
there.
I'm saying because no one told them not to cut their foot off.
Hell yeah.
And so they were just like, you know what, Johnny? I'm
Fuck
gonna
it.
cut my foot off today.
Yeah, you know, they don't think they're going to cut it off because they just like you. And they just go on and do whatever.
What is the
Then
whatever that makes your foot get cut off?
You
That
go
somebody's
over
doing.
the line.
Go over
Pedophilia.
what line?
You put all your toes over the line plus your foot.
What line? Where is this line?
The line
Word
in
line.
the sand.
Yes.
Oh, the line in.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I get you. The line of demarcation.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
The
I got you.
Mason-Dixon line.
Well, I don't put my toes over anything. Well, my toes are real long. They might be standing over lines I don't know they're standing over.
Well, your toes are fat too, so
Yeah.
they might not be. Look
Yeah,
at
I got
those toes. He got his. Ooh.
I got fingers.
Oh. Yeah. I married you? Damn.
I didn't see his feet till later.
Very smart move on your end.
Kept socks on. And she's like, why you always wear socks? I was like, cause if I take the socks, I'll get sick. I gotta keep them warm.
My
The
feet
stuff that
get
this
cold,
man
yeah.
told me when we were younger.
I probably didn't take my socks off until probably about
After
year
marriage,
18.
yeah.
Year 18.
No, it was before that.
No, well, no, that you saw.
I mean,
but
of
I'm
course,
saying,
like
going
when
to
we took
bed
showers
and
and stuff. Yeah.
Going to bed and stuff like. But you're 18.
Good for you. That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's hard. That's commitment right there.
I mean, she had been.
I mean, I
she had
saw
seen
his
my feet
toes
plenty
before
of
that
times.
because like when his back was out and stuff, I would take him a bath.
Yeah, I was like an old man. Like she had to dress me. She had to give me a bath.
Just imagine PJ sitting in a tub naked eating oatmeal like an old man.
No, but he would get in the tub, and I like take him a bath, and then like I would try to make it feel good, so I put like bubbles in the bath, and then he would have bubbles all over his body and run to the bed. He would run to the bed, soaking wet.
Because when I was in the tub, I felt okay, but as soon as I stood up and got out, the pain would rush in, and I would have to.
It's not that weird. I used to do that too when I was about 4.
You got naked and ran to the bed.
Yeah.
With bubbles all over your body.
Maybe 3.
The kids had to would have. That's when they started. You know how I was like put on my socks. That's where it started because I couldn't, put my socks on. And they started putting my socks on for me.
God.
And at first
now it's a habit now.
Yeah,
He's just lazy as hell.
Yeah, I am.
Those poor kids.
It was disgusting at first, but then they got used to it, and now it's like,
Yeah.
you put the socks on.
I mean, you put some other clothes on first, though, right?
No.
Just socks first, huh?
Socks.
Wow. That's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Put the socks on.
I made you with this. You might as well just give
Oh,
it to me.
God.
Just whip it around. Whip that nay and whip it around. However it goes. I don't know how the song goes.
I don't think it's whip the nay.
Whatever it goes.
I don't think so.
Whip, and then we get. How's it go?
Whip my hair back and forth. That's.
Oh, I like that. Up with my hair back and forth. Up with my hair back and forth.
That was Jimmy Fallon doing Bob Dylan doing Whip My Hair back and forth. It's hysterical. Bruce Springsteen comes on and does it with him.
I haven't seen it.
It's hysterical.
You never showed it to me, so
Yeah.
That's your fault.
I can show you that. It's not
You
wrong.
could, but you didn't.
What are we talking about today,
Funerals.
guys? Oh, funerals.
We still talking about funerals?
I'm over
Well,
funerals.
no, we're talking about little P want to get smoked.
Yeah. And I don't want a funeral
But
at
would
all.
you smoke little P?
No.
Why not?
I wouldn't smoke anybody.
If it's in his will.
If he say Elliot,
Has to smoke
Mr.
me?
Elliot,
Yeah.
I want you to smoke me.
Roll me up in a thing and smoke me. Smoke my ashes. You wouldn't do it?
I'm just.
I mean, he's not gonna know if he does it or not. So hell no.
I'm just like the sad thing is if someone actually did put that in a will and they're like, please do this, like I would
Please
feel
smoke me.
I'd feel incredibly compelled to do it because he asked me to do it. But my problem is I'd be afraid that like
His spirit gonna get on you.
You'd be haunted by his ghost.
not
You smoked him.
not that, but like as weird as this is saying, like I'm afraid that like his ashes would shred my lungs.
Oh yeah, that might be true.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
No, that would be rough. That would hurt.
You're right.
Only because. Yeah, that would hurt.
Yes, it would a lot.
But maybe he wants you to join him. You see what I'm saying? He's like, hey, smoke my ashes.
That's basically like emphysema times 10. Like emphysema is just holes in your lungs, like that don't actually go like all the way
Right.
through. No, like you're actually like shooting holes through your lungs.
I wouldn't want to do that either.
No, saw my
Yeah.
grandmother with that. It is not fun.
Mm.
I did go to that funeral though.
You did.
Yeah, I remember that. That's where we got the boots.
I got the boots after the funeral. That's right.
Yeah.
That's
See,
right.
I remember stuff.
Yep.
So you went to your grandma's funeral and then you bought boots?
No, they were clearing
His
out.
dead uncle's boots.
No,
No.
close though. One of my
Your
uncles is
grandfather.
dead. No. So my grandmother had this really nice house out in Gainesville, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Florida.
Yay.
Yeah. Gainesville, Florida.
Gainesville, Virginia.
There's a Gainesville, Virginia.
Yes,
That's
there
in
is.
Florida.
No. No. Anyway, so she had a really nice house, big attic, and my aunt used to own a country western store back
say
when like
aunt?
Urban Cowboy was like a big thing.
Yeah.
She
You
made
say
a lot
aunt.
of money.
You say aunt, not aunt.
I say aunt, yes.
I mean, it's A-U-N-T. You know
I mean,
that, right?
I've heard it's universal. You can use either.
It's not universal. It's A-U-N-T. Ah.
Why does he have to try to always tell you what to say? You can say aunt if you
Yes.
want
Aunt.
It's aunt.
Aunt, aunt.
Aunt.
Aunt. Is it ain't? Can it be
Auntie.
ain't?
You can technically say tomato.
Can you say ain't?
Ain't.
That we call that we call Aunt Mamie. Her name Aunt Mamie.
Mamie.
Ain't Mamie.
Ain't
She ain't
Mamie.
Mamie.
She ain't Mamie.
She ain't Mamie.
Anyways.
What's her name? It ain't Mamie.
Ain't Mamie.
Is it?
So
Oh, ain't it?
my
It ain't Mamie.
aunt.
You're
Man,
weird.
He's really scaring me more so than usual today.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, my aunt.
It ain't Mamie.
Stop it.
Aunt.
Ain't.
What? Anyway, she used to own a country western store.
Okay.
She made a lot of money off it. It was during that John Travolta urban cowboy
Oh,
thing.
nice. Okay.
She made a lot of money, and my uncle bought a pair of Bolet boots from her. Bolet? I think that's what they're. Yeah,
I don't
Bolet
know what you're
boots.
saying.
Okay.
Bolet's a
And then he
a
died.
brand.
Expensive?
Yeah, probably $200.
Okay.
And he died?
No, he's still alive.
Why
Well,
do you
your
think
uncle's
this
still alive.
uncle is dead?
Okay, I have two uncles on my dad's side of the family.
And they're both alive.
One is alive, one is dead.
One's dead.
The one I got the boots from
How'd the
technically.
one die? Did he get shot?
No, he was a drug addict.
Oh, that's the one.
Yes.
Okay. So he got
He
shot.
died.
Strangled?
I don't remember how he died. He had
Strangled? Okay, was it a fake car accident?
no.
What
He died.
the heck?
He lived in.
I was just thinking about.
He lived in the ghetto of Southeast DC, and
Oh, God.
we don't actually
No,
know.
Oh,
what
just like
happened?
my sister. Except my sister got strangled.
Did she?
Yeah.
I might ask my
By
dad
her
'cause,
drug
yeah.
dealer boyfriend. He
I
got
was
strangled.
Well,
She got strangled.
that's rough.
Yeah.
My uncle
because she didn't pay for her
yeah.
drugs that she was obviously paying for with other things. But he wanted to set an example, for other people to pay.
If that's not love, I don't know what is.
Hello.
So he strangled her.
Anyway, so
That's
basically,
an example.
this has been strung out a lot longer than it
Yeah.
needed to be.
Which
Cause
part?
he-
TJ,
Will you let him tell his story?
Oh, because of Aunt Mamie?
Shut up.
you're the one who wanted me to tell the story about the boots.
Oh, we're talking about the boots.
Yes.
I forgot about the boots. My bad.
Anyway, so
God.
my dad brought down these pair of boots that my uncle, the one that's still living, wore like 30 years ago.
Okay.
Leather doesn't really age that
Right.
badly. They were in good shape. I wore them, loved them, and I have never gone back. These are different boots, but
How many
Those
do
not
you
the same
have?
2.
Oh, those aren't the same.
No, they're not.
So
the
where'd
same.
you get those boots?
I bought them.
You bought those boots
Yes.
from a regular store
Yeah.
instead of getting them from dead people in the attic.
That is a lot harder than it sounds, but yes.
See, those don't
So
have.
wait.
So those boots don't have a story.
Uh,
So why would you wear them? The other one have a story.
because they're comfortable.
Everywhere you're walking, you could be like,
These
Aye,
boots are made
partner.
for walking.
and that's just what I'll do.
One day
You just
I'm
wanted to sing that,
gonna
didn't
walk
you?
These boots all over you.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it goes. You were with it, and then you messed it up.
You're
We were good.
like 85%
Yeah,
good
you're.
there.
I mean, I think you got all the words in there, but
What,
this is not in the
what,
right
is,
order.
what is the
These
words?
boots are made for walking. That's just what I do.
One of these
One
days.
of these
these
days,
boots are
gonna
gonna
walk
walk
that's
all
right.
over you.
No, she's right.
Oh, you said it right that time.
Listen, I said it right the first
Nah,
time.
I mean,
don't
she
know
may
what
have
you
got
said.
one word wrong,
Yeah,
but she said
no, I
it
think
basically
I
right.
think they're out of order.
Listen, I'm excited about my fish tank.
Like Aunt Mamie.
Like Aunt Mamie. She probably would cook the fish in the tank.
You know what? That'd be a great name for this podcast. Aunt Mamie.
Ain't your Mamie.
Hey, what's your name? It ain't Mamie.
You're really getting a lot of traction out of that, aren't you?
I like it. I like it.
I don't know.
All right. So, among other things, Elliot brought us a fish tank.
A fish
A
tank.
10-gallon tank for our first fish tank.
Yes.
And
it's going out
Our
bedroom.
goal is only to kill 2 rounds of fish and
No,
the third
not
round
till.
live. 3,
No.
4.
Just maybe one
Well,
round.
Jordan lives here and I live here, so we're gonna say 4 because I'm probably gonna kill a round just to see them die.
No, you're not.
You'd be surprised how disturbing it is to see a fish die.
I've seen fish die.
But here's the thing,
Not like-
though.
not like this.
fish
Yeah,
cost.
no, we used to have- we used
fish
to
are
have-
expensive.
No, we used to have.
They can be.
We used to have goldfish in the goldfish bowl, and I used to overfeed them and watch them eat too much, and then
Goldfish are different.
They're fish though.
No, we're just not gonna get goldfish.
And we had some of those Japanese
We're gonna
fighting
get-
fish, the beta fish. Yeah, we make a fight, and then we bet on them. We bet raisins.
Raisins.
Yeah, we didn't have money. All we had was raisins, so we would bet raisins.
You guys
So
were
this was last week.
Exactly.
Ka-ching, boom.
Yeah, he sees my bank account thing when the alert every time it pops up. And
Hysterical.
it's so funny.
He's like, you have a balance of 1 penny. I'm like, wow.
I don't know why I get that daily balance thing. That's so depressing. Like, why would I get a daily balance? I know there's no money in there. I don't know.
He
if
probably do it so that like, oh, Renee can't spend any money.
What, be poor? That doesn't make sense.
He did make fun of me for the way I said aunt. So, I could say that is true and just pit you against each other.
I mean,
You could.
I
Go
could.
ahead. Go ahead and see if it works.
it will.
It did. He
No,
does that.
It'll work on your side, but it won't work on my side.
Yeah,
because I
but my
rise
side
above. I
is
rise
gonna
above it.
count.
And you have no money.
I rise above it. You know how you know I rise above it?
'Cause you have no
How?
money.
Because I have a song named Rise Above It. That's
You
how
do?
know. Yeah. Rise above it.
Oh. I think Candy Burris have a song called Rise Above It.
It's not as good as
Rise
mine.
Above All the Haters.
I don't care about the haters.
I rise above
The haters
it.
don't matter.
No, you need haters. Haters,
but-
you need them.
No, they don't matter.
No, they don't matter, but you need them.
I don't need them.
Yeah, because haters gonna bring the attention that, you usually wouldn't get. Yeah, so you need haters. Once you start getting haters, that's when you make
got
it.
a hater, remember?
Yeah, that one guy who said I can't say it.
Not nice things.
You know what? I can pull it up. Let you read it.
No.
You want to read it on air?
No, I really don't.
You want to read it on air?
No.
I'll let you read it.
I'm good.
Okay, so
I actually had someone do it to me in high school. Like, I was friends with the guy. He kept saying, "Please say this word." I was kind of like,
and you said it.
I'm probably not going to do that.
That's
One
right.
of the kids said it to Hassan at the game yesterday. And you can see Hassan when he heard. Did anybody? Nobody heard it.
Oh,
He
wow.
said he like mumbled it on his breath to him.
I once had a bird
But
hit
it
me in
wasn't
the
like
leg.
to him. It was more like he was saying it.
But
like,
why?
Because he's from Calvert and he's around all the white people. So
But
he
see,
was
here's
like,
the thing. It's
they
not
talk,
okay.
I'm saying they probably talk like that to each other.
I can't
and they
take
think,
it.
And they think that it's okay.
It's not okay. No, they don't think it's okay.
They do think it's okay.
They may think it's okay amongst them. They
No,
can't think
they
it's
thi-
okay
no.
amongst them.
They think that they're cool. And
It's
they think
not cool.
okay.
Let me tell you,
I
if a
have
kid
heard
say it to
that.
me, I'm going to slap him in the mouth. If an adult say it to me, I'm going to slap him in the mouth.
Yeah,
It's
adults
disrespectful.
Adults don't think they're cool because they're not us.
No. Some
What
people,
adult do you think that thinks they're cool that's not us?
Jonathan and
They're not real
Kenny,
people.
they're your family. And they think they're cool.
Exactly. They're robots.
I know that Germany has a word that sounds a hell of a lot like it. It doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
And I remember my friend's fiance said it, and he's like, "Oh God, don't say that, please." And she's like, "Why not?" It's like, it means something different here.
Oh, you met her?
Yeah, I've met her a bunch of times.
The one that they came back?
I mean, they met here.
Oh,
Yeah, they met here. Yeah,
they met here, and they went over there together.
correct.
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 Then he just came home like a couple months ago, right?
Yeah.
And you saw.
Did
you
he
see
bring
it?
your wife back?
Oh, that's right, because they had the party,
Yes, that's right.
and you went to it even though you thought you shouldn't.
I'm not going to admit that
Why?
on the air.
Oh, because they listen to this.
Oh no, they probably won't. But
He trying to set you up.
yeah, that's what it sounds like. He's trying to set me up.
Who's trying to?
PJ, you are the worst guy.
I'm trying to set him up.
This is your best friend, so you said, and then, or your only friend, and you trying to set his ass up.
I love all my friends. A lot.
Well, two.
To what?
Two
phones?
Two friends.
You have two friends?
He's probably. I think he might be referring to himself.
No, I mean if I want to refer to myself, I got about 4 or 5 of them.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to him this morning in the shower, and they thought I was talking to her.
I was like, who you talking to?
It's like a Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah. Hi guys. See, that's a lot better. Getting better.
It's a little bit better.
I'm getting better.
Oh, Lord.
So we're talking about Michael.
Who is Michael?
No.
No, not Michael.
We're talking.
David. No.
Let's not say their
Will you
names
stop
after
calling
you've
people
incriminated
names?
me slightly.
Are you crazy?
Dennis.
No.
Jackson.
We see the one nice thing is that was actually close. The one nice thing is he doesn't remember things. So
That is the
Yeah.
one thing. Like, you can talk about somebody and he'll never know it's that person.
yeah, that's true.
He is not going to remember it.
That's true.
You can talk about me, and I won't know because I may be the wrong personality that day.
That's
Man,
true,
I'm not
too.
gonna even try touching that one.
So, listen, I know, what was that? Like 2 weeks ago when y'all was supposed to go to see that Spider-Man guy?
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, Tom Holland.
Tom.
He disappeared.
He disappeared.
No, that's not the word.
No.
He
He sold out.
No, he
Then he sell out his tickets?
Oh yes, he sold out of all his tickets.
Oh,
That's
he
right,
sold
yeah.
out.
He sold out.
Oh, I
I was
thought
like,
he
where,
did-
where are we going with this?
Oh, I thought he didn't show
Yeah.
up.
No, he showed up.
Oh.
He showed up. He
Oh,
sold
yeah.
out. I was not able to get.
Oh, we didn't go.
We didn't go. Yeah.
Oh, what? There's a couple of reasons for that.
I'm actually glad you didn't.
It's all good because I didn't need to spend the money.
One is short.
What is it?
One of the reasons is short.
What is it? Oh, it's short.
Short.
Or is in height?
Yeah, height.
Or not length?
No, not length, just height.
You know, I've been drinking some alcohol in this cup.
There's no alcohol in that cup.
It was.
There weren't.
I think what I'm gonna do.
It was that. What's the Captain?
Morgan.
Him.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get her drunk, get you to say things that are going to upset her, and then give her a knife that I brought, and see what happens.
We got knives all around here. She's throwing stuff at me. Yeah, so that's not a thing.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so we're gonna play a game.
Let's play it.
Oh no. Before we do the game, we have a guest question.
Guest question.
A guest question.
Oh, that's right.
This is going to be the guest question.
Okay, what is it?
Like I figured this out every
I
time
think
we
you
have.
should just tell me what the question is.
It's the question that we asked the last 2-3 guests.
What did we ask him?
About the ugly people. I think this should be our guest question. Every time a guest comes, they get the guest question.
It is hot in here.
It is a little
hot in here.
I am sweating. Listen.
And you know what? On that
alcohol.
note,
It could be the alcohol.
But I'm sweating too,
on
so.
that note, we have to tell you about our other sponsor. Our other sponsor is
Sisters.
Sisters Catering and Things.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gives lots of food to people.
Yes.
And she gives it to you for a price.
For a
Money.
good price.
Yeah, yep, you pay money and she gives you food. Probably do that. So
Well, I don't
you
want to
can
get in front of the camera. They see all my fat rolls on the back.
you get in touch with the back fat.
No, not the back fat. Okay.
So you can get in touch with her through Instagram at Sisters Catering
yes.
and Things.
And things. And the food is delicious.
Food
she does
is delicious.
food prepping, and she also does
She
catering.
does events.
She does events. She does weddings.
She does a lot of things.
She does private
So get in touch with her.
events.
We're going to try to put her link in the description, in the bio, so that you can get in touch with her. Sisters Catering and Things.
I think they can't read that.
I wouldn't have done it if I was afraid of that.
Oh, the camera?
Yeah.
He is like, no, I told Jordan, I was
Back
like,
to the
Jordan,
show.
maybe you should.
Back to the show.
Oh, yeah. So I told her, I said, maybe you should wear some cologne now that you're a host. You know, you need to be front and center.
I
And he
hate that at
goes,
a restaurant.
and then he goes, well, not if you put too much cologne, that's one thing. But if you just
I
put
don't
a
like
little
any
bit.
cologne. I don't like to smell it. If I
Listen,
smell it
if I smell a good smelling man,
in
there's
a
something
restaurant,
about him.
I
Girl,
can't eat the
I don't
food.
care.
I can't
Listen,
eat the food.
yes,
I'd be
you
like,
can.
no, I can't.
Yes, you can.
No, I'd be like,
So listen.
I'd be like,
So I told Jordan, and this is
okay,
Jordan's
what do you think?
response.
What do you think, white person?
What does a white person have to do?
Because
Smell?
two black people are arguing, and so the white person, obviously in this country, always has to settle the dispute.
Well, what I would say
I
is,
mean,
I would
this is
say
America.
I would say something that I think is very, very, very white person esque.
What?
And that would be, why can't we all just be friends?
Why can't we just be friends?
Well, can you eat the food?
Yeah, why can't you? That person
it
is
walks
upset.
away.
Yeah.
It's not like
it don't make you want to throw up?
no.
Okay.
But
Well,
Jordan, I
alright,
told
finish your
Jordan,
story,
so I
finish your
said, Jordan, why don't you put on some cologne? And he goes, do I stink? So Jordan wanted to put on cologne to, like, cover the
Nasty
stench.
stink. He is a teenager.
And I was like, no, because, you're going to be
I don't remember him taking a shower
sitting, well, he took one last night, but, like, sitting
that you know of.
different people,
Mm-hmm.
But, he said, Mom, no, I don't want to come on because the women were already telling me I was really cute.
Valid point.
So
And he said a man told him to.
Oh, man told him to.
that's how you. Well, that's
A
how you know
man
you
told
own
him
it.
he was cute. He
If you
said
get
a
both,
man
if you get
told
both
him.
sexes. But I think about it. Like if a guy tells you look good, isn't that like weirdly validating? You're like, okay, I must got it going on.
Well, see,
Maybe.
I don't understand. This
And
is
they'd
the
be real
thing.
specific too. They'd be
Okay.
like,
This is what I don't understand.
About guys and
Why
girls?
can't men compliment another man?
I
don't understand that.
I compliment them all the time.
I compliment all the time. However, I do put the
No homo?
yes.
But why?
I don't.
Like women, like
I don't. I'll
will
be
be
saying,
like, girl, that dress is bad. Oh my gosh, you look so cute. Why can't guys
Why are you
do
looking
that?
at me like I'm wearing a dress?
I know, right?
No, but what, I'm just saying, like that's what we
I
do.
do it all
Why
the time.
can't boys? Why can't guys
I
do
do
that?
it. I say,
Toxic masculinity.
I like your shoes.
Just kidding.
Or I say, I like your haircut. Or most likely, I tell them their haircut is terrible and their line is sideways.
No, bro, that's probably you
ears.
because your head.
But you know that negativity is my love language. So
most men's love language, truthfully.
Well,
Yours is a little bit more acute
yeah.
than most other people's, but as a whole, yes, that's true.
Yeah, I am cute. Thank you, Elliot, for calling me cute.
He didn't call you cute.
Acute.
Yeah, he called me cute. I heard
called
it.
you
He
a
called me
cute
cute.
tomato.
He said, "You're very cute."
Hey, your husband's losing his hearing.
He said, "Yours." He knows
everything.
yours
His
is.
mind.
He like yours is more cute than other guys.
I don't think
This
that's what he said.
This is coming from the guy who told a gay man that we were a couple.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with that. I mean, I have no problem with most things.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear that? I said most things.
Mustangs.
Most things.
Including speaking. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a problem with that.
A big time.
Yeah, I'm not very good at it, but I try to do my best and tell the rest.
So, what are you guys going to see today, or what are you going to do?
Well, before that, we got to play the game.
Well, okay, let's
I want this
play the
question,
game.
yeah.
Oh, the question.
Wait, what game are we going to play?
We're going to play a game after we do the question. I forgot.
Oh my gosh!
Ask me the damn
Can you
question.
tell your other host over here, hostess?
About the game?
Well, can you just like fill me in next time?
No, you know about the game.
I do.
Yeah, I just didn't call it a game.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I'm calling. We didn't call it a game. I mean,
Okay.
both of you know about the game.
No, I don't know about the game.
You do
Well,
know about
ask
the
the
game.
I'm
question
going to
first.
corral you a little bit. Ask me the question, because you're...
Give me the
all over
question.
place.
You're
You're
all over the
corralling me?
place
Yes,
right
you're
now.
corralling
I'm not all over the place.
You're
I'm
jumping
definitely
like a
no.
rabbit.
I'm not in one place. You just don't like the place I'm in. You want me to be in a different place.
Well,
but that's
get
fine.
to
You know
the
what?
other
I'll go
place.
to that place right now.
Thank you. That's wonderful.
We appreciate that.
Ask me a question.
All right. So, I told you what the question was.
No, you told me you would tell me what the question
Oh,
is.
I never told you what the question was.
Because
No.
you want to catch me off guard.
Ah. Okay. All right. So there's a premise. Two premises.
Wrap it up.
Number one. What do you mean wrap it up?
Like, bring it home. Let's
I
go.
gotta ask the question.
I know. Ask it.
Will you let me ask it? Because I mean, the more you say that, the less I can ask it. The later or sooner or whatever it's called.
I brought this upon
Yes,
myself.
you did. All right. So premise number one, that there are ugly people in the world.
Yes, I agree 100%.
Okay. Number two, ugly people know that they're ugly.
I would say probably
No,
most...
yeah. I'm saying there are ugly
Yes.
people that know that they're
Oh, so this is not that question. This is a preface for the
Yeah,
question.
there's
Got
two
it. My
premises.
mistake, yes.
Yeah. So there are, number one, there are ugly people, and there are ugly people that know that they're ugly.
I don't mean to interrupt,
Yeah.
but we mean ugly in a physical sense or like an
Yes.
internal sense?
Physical.
Physical sense, okay.
Like their
cool.
face.
Just making sure.
Like their face looks like a donkey or something.
I thought it was like ugly
Yeah.
all the way around.
No, it's just ugly physically.
Okay.
Wait, so this whole time you thought it was just ugly inside,
I
outside?
mean,
It doesn't matter?
sometimes. Yeah.
No, we're just talking about physically ugly. Like you look like a monkey
Yeah, but monkeys are cute.
or a rat.
No, rats are not cute.
Yeah, I've seen somebody look like a rat. All right. Anyway,
Weasel.
I have a friend named Weasel.
Weasel, you
No, I'm
way
saying
out
someone who
of
looks
it.
like a weasel.
I don't think she's your friend.
No, she's not my friend, but you know what I mean.
No, I don't.
Just
Tell
a
me
person.
more.
A person that I know. I don't even know her. I think I met her like one time. And her name's Sonia.
Anyway,
Anyways, so sorry. So ugly people in the world, they
All right.
know that they're ugly,
They know
or
they're
most of them
ugly.
do. Go ahead.
All right. So here is the question:
the question.
when if two ugly people
Get
get
together.
together and become a couple, do they think of themselves as an ugly couple?
That is a very random question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a reason for this question, or is
Well,
it just...
it came up in our natural talking about 3 podcasts ago.
Okay.
And then we called some people to get their opinions on it. But ever since we have a guest, we like to ask
You
that
know-
question because it's an interesting question.
I'm gonna say probably not. They probably don't, because if they do know it, they do know it. There's no reason to bring any more attention to it than there already has brought attention to.
No. I said, do they think it? Do they think of themselves
No,
together?
I'm saying they probably don't, because at that point, when you're with someone that you like, you generally don't care. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the hard part was fought. I don't really need to qualify the relationship.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you. There.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I know. I got you. I'm with you.
Is your face burning on one side? On my side.
Yeah, that would explain why
Yeah,
she's
right.
staring at me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm like, yeah, we're good. Yeah. Because she thinks that ugly people, when they're a couple, they know they're an ugly couple.
I mean, Yes, they do. They probably do know that,
See?
but at the same time, they're not going to probably be like, "Oh yeah, we're an ugly couple." It's
No,
like,
here's the reason I think that they don't.
Yeah.
Because I think that when two people get together, they kind of validate each other, and you have one person saying,
and that's what I was saying.
you're saying that, oh, you're so beautiful, and the other person, they're so beautiful. Then they kind of think that they're beautiful together.
It's the old. Well, I'm not gonna say they think they look beautiful together, but it's
beautiful together. But they're a cute couple.
But it's the old. It's the old line. You know, you ain't a beauty, but hey, you're all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
You
that.
ain't a beauty, but your ma ain't beauty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You ain't the best thing.
But not ain't Mamie.
You ain't the ain't Mamie. You ain't my Mamie.
Yeah, that's the name of this podcast. Ain't Mamie.
You ain't my
How would you
Mamie.
spell that though?
Ain't.
Ain't Mamie.
But no one would know it's saying aunt because it ain't.
We didn't put in parentheses, aunt.
So that's the question.
Yeah, that's the question.
Isn't that crazy?
That's gonna be I think that's gonna be our guest question. Remember, I told you that'd be the guest question.
Yeah, for a while, not too long. You just can't suck the. Because right now you're winning, actually.
No. The reason is because it can be like it's a good
Icebreaker?
No. Because you have your guests, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you want to kind of know how they're thinking, and that's a good way to bring out.
No, I don't really care how they. Well, I do think I.
That's why we bring them on as guests, but we care what they're thinking.
I do care. I just corrected myself. I do care what they're thinking.
Yeah, I mean, at least for the podcast.
You know.
Yeah.
Before the podcast, no, and after the podcast, no.
Yeah.
But during the podcast, that's the only time we care what they're thinking.
It's funny that you actually brought up that question because that's something I've thought about a lot, like in the last several months.
What?
About like ugly people and like accepting if you are one or.
How do you accept
one.
if you're ugly? Because it's
you
like
look at
hard
yourself
for
in the mirror every day.
Well, here's the thing.
You look at yourself, you go, hey,
it's hard
dude,
for me to
you
accept
need to go ahead and
that
understand
I'm
that.
as fat as I am. So being fat and
That's
ugly,
that's a mental.
that's a whole.
No, being fat and everything, and looking at yourself, that's a mental thing. When you're ugly,
You don't think that's a mental thing if you're
looking
ugly?
at yourself, no, it creates mental problems because you got to look at that every day. You looking at it in the mirror, you're like,
No.
That's why they do their hair weird kind of ways. That's why they wear shades a lot and they wear makeup and stuff because they're trying to take the off the ugliness.
Take off the ugliness.
Take the focus
But
off.
also,
trying to move the focus.
some
Wear big
cute
eyelashes
people
or something.
can be ugly too because of their attitudes and stuff
Yeah,
like
but we're
that.
not talking about that. We're just talking about physical only.
Those people still usually have sex though.
They have sex,
Most likely, yes.
but they're not good in bed if they're cute.
Most of them aren't.
Yeah.
I can't comment on that one, but
Most of them aren't.
I heard that a lot of cute girls are not good in the set because they don't have anything to prove because they have the face.
I actually took a really interesting.
They just lay there and be like this. Made the duck face.
I took a really interesting course called animal behavior, and there was
Animal behavior.
animal behavior. Yeah, it was a psychology course. That was the funny thing.
Oh, that makes sense.
And the coolest thing I learned about was there was apparently a study saying that ugly. I can't remember if it was ugly or it was either ugly or lesser desirable males make the best mates because they have a lot to prove.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
That makes a lot of sense, man.
Really interesting.
They gotta lay that pipe.
I married wrong.
Yeah, because I ain't got nothing to prove.
And the funny thing,
Yeah, you get about 8 seconds. That's it.
yeah, it was like ugly males make the best mates or something like that. And it wasn't even referring to humans. It was referring to like
All around, yeah.
Like
8
all
bad
around,
seconds.
yeah.
8 bad seconds for me.
yeah. It was
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like when you if you have a lot to prove, then you're gonna like shower the girl, or you're gonna
I mean, and that was
like
the
you're
kind
gonna
of
go
yeah.
over the top.
That's the connotation.
You're going to help take care of the kids. Like you're
Right.
going to
Yeah.
you have
You gotta show your worth.
yeah exactly
Because it ain't no looks department.
Nope.
You're gonna show up everything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
Big wiener helps too, but
Yeah.
Not all the time. Sometimes you need a real little one like a toothpick.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because that's what I have.
If you did, then I don't think I would be with you this long.
A little toothpick that but I swing it like a big stick. So I make it
What's the game?
I make it say like you know how when you swing like a stick it goes
What's the game?
it's like a helicopter. I'm like
what's the goddamn game?
What is the game?
I'm sorry. I mean, is this uncomfortable or something? I don't get it.
Listen.
Just refer to your dick as a
Helicopter.
helicopter prop.
Hey.
Right.
Or a little twig that I swing like a big stick.
Okay. Let's play the game.
I'm just saying. Sometimes you gotta. What were we just talking
I don't
about?
think that light.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not
think
screwed
it's.
in all the way.
Well, screw it in already.
Okay, afterwards.
Now.
No,
No.
it keeps going in and out.
What? Can you reach it?
Is that? I will slap the shit out of you. I will slap the shit out of you.
Oh man, I'm sitting back.
Because you can't. Don't hit the microphone. What
Smack the shit out. I will smack
It's okay.
the shit
I'm
out.
ready for it. I can video it. It's gonna be videoed.
I don't like short jokes.
Because you're.
Shut up. I will punch your ass.
Oh man.
I mean, you don't like
I'm
short
sorry
goats?
that you're
No.
in the middle.
No, it's okay.
You don't like short goats because you're so tall?
I don't like short jokes. I hate them.
Because you're so sensitive about your shortness?
PJ, I'm gonna fuck you up. Now listen, I've
Okay.
been trying to stop cussing, but you about to make me go
It's
there.
not working.
It's been a lot better.
I mean, like, in the last couple minutes, I don't know. What would you
Listen,
say, Elliot?
You make
She might smack me. I'm not going to say anything.
You are closer.
I am closer. She could also backhand
She
me.
took out the
She
microphone.
can't
just
backhand
now.
you as easily. Yeah.
I mean, you know the kids say you abuse me, and I'm not saying anything to refute that right now.
Well, I don't care what the kids say. Or you.
Yeah, abusers usually don't, do they?
Nope. You're on your own. This is a wonderful woman, and I respect every aspect of her.
See how she just hit you?
See, ugly males.
See how she
They have
just
to-
hit you?
yeah. Mhm.
She just get priming you. Getting you ready. Get ready to get
What's the
beat.
game?
She just letting you- see-
What's
see,
the game?
See something, say something. Help!
Domestic abuse, funny.
Look at the video! Help me! She's gonna get me later. I don't know why I'm still doing this. She's really gonna get me.
It's like I love you, Renee. It's okay. Help me.
I don't know why I just said all this. I'm probably gonna be dead.
Yep.
Oh, that's what I should have done.
What?
Cause that's why. Cause I got the camera at the bottom. I should have flipped it over.
Oh yeah, that'd been a lot
Other
smarter.
side, yeah.
Dumbass.
Right.
Yeah, well.
All right, what's this
Live and
game?
you learn. All right, so it's gonna. Have you ever played the dating game before?
I play it all the time, and I'm terrible at it.
Okay, it's nothing like that.
Oh, okay, then maybe I'll be good
Yeah.
at this one. Probably
All right,
not.
this is gonna be. We're gonna ask you a question, like have you, or haven't you? If you hived. Wait,
What?
No, I've not HIV'd.
wait, haved or haven't it?
I would really prefer not be asked if I have HIV.
Oh,
Ugh.
I get it. Do you get it?
No. But,
HIV, HIV.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't get it. All right, if you have or I think it's have or haven't, right? Is that the right word?
Sure.
How are you gonna do a game and I have no knowledge of it?
Knowledge of what?
Of this damn game you playing.
Or really
You
anything.
just cussed again. Look at this. This is not working.
Damn, like beef.
See, again.
Just embrace it. The floodgates have opened.
Gosh,
It's just there. Look at you.
I'm telling you, I have not
You were
been
doing
cursing.
so good until I said
I
that
did
part.
curse Thursday really bad.
Every single
I'm
day.
so sorry to my
You coming at
staff.
work?
I don't have a problem with cussing.
Yeah, I actually told my
I don't
staff
either.
some stuff.
I don't have a problem with it.
I probably
I
I think
would've
it's very
got fired.
cathartic. I think it lets you,
would've
get a
gotten
lot of
fired if it
stuff
was
out.
recorded.
Yeah.
You don't know something if I had the phone right here.
Yeah.
She's on the warpath again.
Yeah, but I was trying to be. I was like in so much pain that I just like. I was a little irritated. Let's just say that.
You're always irritated with me.
Yeah,
So am I.
I'm irritated with you
I
now.
know. Don't you love it?
Nope.
I think this is what you signed up for when you signed up with me 19 years ago.
You know, here's the thing. Me and PJ's gonna get married again. Or
Really?
redo our vows.
Yeah,
and
25.
I want you to be in the wedding.
25
Do I get to
years.
be the ring bearer?
It's gonna be it's gonna be a destination wedding.
That's a problem
Why?
because I'm poor.
Yeah, but you have like 6 years to prepare.
Oh.
It is not. You have a year to
no,
prepare.
25.
No, we said 20.
We already talked about this. 25.
Okay, well,
I'll tell you what.
your ass be 25 and I'll be married to somebody else 20.
I was about to say, I'll believe it happens when you guys agree on the year that you're getting renewed the
That's
vows.
fine. I mean, I don't have a problem with that.
Oh, you don't have a problem with
No.
laying beside another
I'm
man?
not gonna lay beside him.
What?
You're just gonna go marry him, then you come home.
What?
No, I'm gonna bring him home too.
If he can't come. in here.
Oh, okay. I thought you were referring to me and him laying in bed. I was like, what the fuck? like
No, listen.
I would sleep on the floor.
Beside the fish tank.
By the light
that we've already killed.
By the light of the fish tank.
Oh my goodness.
So do you think that killing animals is bad?
Yes. Yes.
I don't.
Well, like fish?
Maybe cats.
No, any animals. Any.
PJ, don't go there.
Okay.
You had people going after us, man.
But didn't you just say that if you have the haters, they bring attention to you, and that's good.
I'm just saying PETA's a different kind of hate.
Yeah, what's them cat people? That's what they call PETA?
PETA's like the peaceful terrorist animal organization.
Yeah, you gotta watch them people. They'll drop a bomb on our house.
That's true. Think that we're not home and then we're all here. That's what always happens.
They're like, get the dogs out!
They bomb. I know.
The news is like, we are very sorry. We did not realize they were home, but we don't regret doing it.
Right.
And we got the dogs out.
They got the dogs out. We're dead.
There's Sire.
The animal killers. We got them out.
He's licking the lens. Yeah.
We got the animals out.
He's like, yeah, we got this one out. He's a little retarded, but we still love him anyway.
Well, I don't think they would say retarded.
No, they probably wouldn't, but
we don't support the R word.
We don't support the R word. Oh, you don't support the R word now?
Oh, that's the name of our shirt that I want.
I know, but still.
So buy our shirt. It's called "We Don't Support the R Word."
And the R word can actually be
and it's,
anything.
So
and it's on Teespring.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking Genius Line Clothing. Look it up, FGL Clothing.
So, do we want to play the game or talk about
Let's talk about that stuff. I don't want to play no game.
Well, the game. Yeah, you want to play the game.
How you know I want to do what I want to do?
Because you already said it beforehand. You want to play the game.
Well, it's too late now. The game I don't want to play anymore.
Okay, fine. We're not gonna play the game. We're gonna play a different game. All right. So this game.
Tell us about what you're about to do, Elliot.
Fine. What is your stuff? We'll play the game after.
I'll make a deal with you. We can play. We can play the game with Renee's okay. If you can,
I like this
if
guy.
you can,
this is PJ's
your
world.
co-host.
This is Renee's world. It's just your name on it.
Oh, okay.
It's always been my world.
It's very
Is that what it
it's very
That's
interesting.
what I know.
Okay.
If you can bring it home, help. I need somebody help.
All right. What are you saying?
I'm saying let's play the game,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to ask me the questions. You can't talk about the game and not ask any questions.
In the game?
Yeah.
Ask you questions about the game.
Yes, that's what you've been doing, or you've been talking about the game, but you haven't actually asked a question yet.
Oh, started the game.
Yes, start the game.
Oh, okay. Do you want to start the game? Or do you want to talk about that stuff? Which one do you want to do? I'll do whatever you want to do. I'll do whatever you want to do because, it's your world, I guess.
Well, if that's the
Which
case,
one do you want to do?
jump out the window.
You won't?
I'm not talking
Although
about you.
I think you're saying you.
Oh, you want me to jump out the window? Oh.
I caught that one.
But you see how much I've been against killing myself that I immediately thought she wanted to jump out the window.
Okay, here's how this is gonna work.
All right.
Here's how it's gonna work. Not only am I sitting in the middle of the two worlds, I'm gonna be mediator right now.
Yeah.
Because you're white.
I mean, if you want to qualify it that way, sure.
Yeah, because white people always are the mediator and the rulers over black people.
Excuse me. I believe Obama was mediator for 8 years.
No, he was a puppet.
That was a joke. I was making a joke.
I know. I need to qualify that for the people that don't get it.
That's fair. I can respect that.
Because the people don't always get the jokes.
Here's what you have. You have 5 minutes to ask me these questions.
And then we're gonna go to the paper.
And we're going to the paper.
It's not a. It's okay.
Starting now. 5 minutes. Go.
Okay, listen.
5 minutes.
Okay, the game is this.
What is it?
It wasn't even a.
What is the game? Just say it.
Okay, I was just gonna make it fun. We were gonna talk about
What?
a certain dating situation.
Yes.
And I was gonna make a game out of it so that it could come out in a more humorous and fun way.
Okay.
Well,
start.
Go ahead and start, but it better be funny.
Oh, with me, I promise you it'll be fun.
Okay, let's go.
I mean,
just do it.
But you're
Shut
putting
up.
so much pressure on it. Like it's got. I mean, okay, fine. I get it. All right, everybody, quiet.
Why?
See, I can't start the game because you
Just do it.
Okay, I'm trying to. If you let me go.
You're so annoying.
Will you let me go?
Yes.
Can I go now?
Mm-hmm.
All right. See? You can't do it. You cannot do it. All right, can I go now?
Yes.
All
Sure.
right. See? Just you gotta make some noise.
Just ask the question.
All of us are being in control. You see that, right?
Just ask the.
But do you see that?
But
do you see it?
4 minutes.
But do you
You got
see
4
it?
minutes. Ask
But
the
do you see
question.
it though?
Sure, she
Okay.
makes noises like a human being does. Yeah.
No, that's not what's going on here. He's trying to control the situation so that I can't do the game.
You married her. Make peace with it.
Right.
I have, but I just want someone else to see it too. What I live with all the time.
Renee, you make human noises. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
What kind of
Loud.
There
noises
you
do I
go.
make? What kind of noises do I make?
I have
Do
acknowledged
I make
it
human noises?
all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here's the game. See, she always breaks before I can even.
In fairness,
Well, you just do it already. You taking too long.
I'm trying to, but I need silence.
Okay. Okay.
We are gathered here today.
he wanted to do a fucking voice. That's what this was about. It's okay.
Oh my
It's okay.
God.
You know what that's from, right? The Princess Bride.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Of course, I would have never guessed it because it sounds nothing like anybody
I
from
couldn't
it.
make that voice because I was laughing too hard.
It's okay. I'm okay with him doing this because he's gonna
It's the
hernia. It's
preacher.
gonna be
Yeah.
wonderful.
Remember, it's the preacher at the wedding. Remember?
Okay, just keep
You
going.
don't remember that?
I mean, you don't sound anything like
I
him.
know,
but yes,
because
I remember it
I
from the
was
movie.
laughing.
Okay.
But that was what I was going for.
I want to congratulate you. You've
Yeah.
strung us out for 4.5 minutes
That- for
without
one thing.
without
No,
asking
It
a
was
question.
3 minutes. Because of that 57.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
You strung this out for 3 minutes. It's at
Yeah.
57 seconds
Without asking a
we are
single
gathered
question.
without
here
asking a
today.
single question.
Okay, are you ready for the question?
Yes, I am.
Okay, it's 20 questions.
Damn, that's a lot of
20.
questions.
Okay, maybe 30. I don't know. What...
Just ask them. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Question number 1.
Yes.
Have you ever dated anyone whose name was Aunt Mamie?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
All right. Awesome. Okay. Question number 2. Have you ever gone bike riding on a date with a girl?
Almost.
Almost. What
Almost.
does that mean?
I see what you did here.
Yeah.
I see what
It
you did
was
here.
set up, right?
Yeah. See, that's what I was trying to do.
Yes,
the whole time.
yes, I almost-
But y'all wouldn't let me
So
do
you're
it.
a romantic.
Oh,
Who's a romantic? Me? No.
Elliot.
no.
Oh, okay. You know I'm not.
Well-
You're
romantic.
not? Do you like to wine and dine your girls?
Well, I've never ever had a girl in a situation, well, not in the last 6 years, where I don't know. I don't know if I'm romantic anymore.
Were you before?
Yes, I was awesome.
He was very romantic. He was always telling me about all this disgusting romantic stuff he was doing.
Like what? Give me an example.
I can't
I bought my
I'll
girlfriend
wait.
a fish tank. Ex-girlfriend a fish tank.
Give me another example.
He put beat in her ride.
Now that I can get behind.
I bought her a springboard. We made cheesecake together. She liked to make things.
Okay.
It was the best day of
Didn't you
cheesecake I've
buy
ever
her a
had.
pig snout?
I bought her all sorts of shit. Who the hell knows?
Like what?
A pig snout to put on your nose?
No, I didn't do
To
that.
eat it?
No, I didn't.
No, to put it on. Just a pig snout. You know that you have the string tied on and you put it on your nose?
No, didn't do that.
And they go, you know,
Nope,
with the pig snout on?
Didn't do
You know
that.
what I'm talking about?
No,
What do you think about girls snorting when they laugh?
I'm fine with it.
I don't like
I mean,
I mean, I didn't say I like it,
don't you
but
think
like,
it's lazy because their mind's telling them to breathe, but they still want to just laugh?
But like, how you stop yourself from?
and that's kind of my rationale. It's like, it's a
Breathe.
quirk, but hey, if they're happy and they
Breathe.
like laughing.
If that's what they like,
Breathe.
what do you think about it?
Well, laughing is sometimes almost involuntary.
Involuntary,
So
yeah.
like,
Breathe.
it happens so fast that you don't necessarily.
Too much liquor in my cup.
But you know what though? I can't say.
I
can't.
think you need more.
Where'd you get Captain
I
Morgan?
agree. It's under the sink.
Yeah, I
and
really
what
hope
were
it
you
was
drinking?
alcohol.
What were you drinking?
But we didn't put it in water. Though.
No, I'm
What were you
referring
drinking?
to like it wasn't like drain cleaner or something.
No. The
What was
kiwi,
it, Coke?
like,
What'd you have in it?
Strawberry kiwi juice.
Yum.
And then you put Captain Morgan in it?
Yeah,
Why'd you do that?
I just felt like
You
drinking.
talk about me when I do that. I do that all the time. People be like, what are you doing? Now she's doing it.
Yeah, I
Anyways,
think I
yes.
did
So
it.
I almost went on a bike ride
Yeah.
with a girl. We'll call her Win.
When?
Gwen.
Gwen. That's
Yeah.
even better. Yeah, I like
Gwen.
that one more.
Yeah,
Gwen.
like Gwen Stacy.
Yes. Which is a good segue for that later on. Yes.
Gwen?
Gwen, that's her name.
Yes. We made plans to go on a very nice bike ride. She was new to the area, and I was trying to get my foot in the metaphorical door.
Right.
And we made plans. We talked about it, and then never heard from her again. Despite being in a somewhat, you could make the argument, close proximity.
Yeah.
Occasionally see her. But anyway, do you want to tell them your aspect of what happened?
Well, okay, so
you'll be more objective.
Well, okay, I have a question about that.
Yes.
Follow-up question.
Sure.
Follow-up
When you say that
question.
you
Mississippi
didn't hear
State
from her again,
again.
We're still losing?
No. We're winning 21-17 at the fourth quarter.
21-17 to freaking Kansas State. What the heck does the matter with us?
Well, I don't know.
So anyway, okay, follow-up question is, you said you never heard from her again. What does that mean? Like, did you do something?
I mean, that's not entirely true. I did hear from her one more time, and she kind of played me cold, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I did.
So, all right, so you guys are slated to go out on this bike ride.
Yeah, it was going to happen.
So you're going on a bike ride. Did she ever, confirm it with you?
She did not. That was the point of us talking. We were going to confirm it, and she got busy with something that she had to do at that immediate moment.
But I thought that you said she came to you and was just like, "Hey, we're still on for Saturday, right?"
Yes, she did.
That don't mean that she confirmed with you.
I mean, we did.
I mean, not all the details.
Yes.
She confirmed that you were doing it.
We confirmed that we were doing it. However, we were not able to get into the details part, which was going to come there very soon thereafter.
Yeah.
And then
she got sick for 3 days.
For 3 days.
Committed very, very heavily to it too. I think.
Sick for 3 days, and then after that, what happened?
I never heard from her again in a meaningful capacity, except for one time where she basically said she just played me cold. I can't really. It wasn't super memorable in terms.
But it wasn't even not a real conversation.
Not really.
So
it was a very strange
what
conversation.
do you think happened? Because I have a theory, but I want to hear your theory.
Me? I actually have two prevalent theories. One of which I actually kind of thought about recently. One is my conspiracy theory, which is people have plotted against me, and made me to be a villain.
Yeah.
Which
I mean, you look like a villain, though.
Yeah, I do. I've come to the epiphany that if the world was full of heroes and villains, I'm a villain 1,000 times over.
I would be a super villain.
Yeah. I don't know what I would be. What would I be?
I would be a super villain. You super villain.
Why do you think I would be a super one?
Because you're by my side.
Yeah, you married a villain.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But we would rule all the villains.
You don't think that you can be a good person and then a bad villain?
No, because the way it works is you're either a hero or a villain.
Here's how I came across this concept.
They have anti-heroes.
So let's say
maybe I'm an anti-hero.
But they're villains, so.
Here's how I came about it. I have been turned and passed over by women all the time. I literally got turned over by someone, dated the person who they ended up marrying 10 years later. So it's kind of you sit there and you go, that's something that would happen in a movie.
Right.
And the villain is the one, or the antagonist is the one that would happen to. Mm-hmm. Therefore, you could make the argument that if I was in some kind of fictional world, I would be a villain.
A simulation.
A simulation, thank you.
Yeah.
And, there's other things too.
Yeah.
And what's your second theory?
My second theory is that just due to a lot of really bad miscommunication. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, literally the worst possible scenario at every point.
Yeah.
Kind of put us on a bad track.
Okay, those sound good, but it's not as good as my theory.
Please do.
What is your theory?
My theory has a name.
What's the name?
It's called the banana boat theory. Why are you looking like that?
Like what?
Did you see that look you just gave me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Could you sit back and make sure you're in the video? We don't know if you're in the video.
I was asleep.
Oh man, is she drunk?
I'm not drunk. I don't get drunk.
We should do that.
What?
We should do that.
Do a drunk podcast?
Do a drunk podcast.
How would you do drunk history?
I agree with that.
I mean, I'm going to say, we can't hold anything against each other for anything that we said during it.
We do have an empty room right there.
Yes.
Because you would need it.
But
there could be anything planned after it.
There could be anything planned after it, and bearing racist things, you can't hold anything against each other.
Why not? I don't mind racist things.
Well, I can't say racist things.
Why not?
Because she'll slap me.
Well, actually, you know what we'd have to do? We'd have to do it, and then we'd definitely have to edit that one.
Yes.
We have to edit that
because
one.
we don't want you to have any hate.
Well, no, anybody, because we all say stuff.
You know,
That's true. It's really true.
This is a bad idea. This is going to end with me crying on the podcast.
Well, we don't have. It's not live, so we can always.
Elliot, you're a loser villain, and you're one of those ugly people I was talking about in the question.
You're the reason the question came up in the first place.
What was I really?
Yeah.
No, that's not true. No, because I think it. What happened?
If I was drunk,
sleepy.
that would upset me. But I actually believe that, so it's fine.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Trust me. It started because I said something about an ugly person. I saw somebody ugly, and I was like, "How does this person get somebody?" Like, and then I was with an ugly man. Does that person think that that man look good?
That is a very organic thought. I like that.
Yeah.
Like, I just sat there because I was sitting in the car and I saw this ugly couple. I was like,
Okay. Interesting.
I wonder, do they think they're ugly? Or
It
do they
wasn't
think
about
they're
me.
cute?
It was a tortoise in the hair.
Yeah. Well,
So,
what?
Tortoise in the hair.
The tortoise is technically supposed to be the attractive one of the two.
You know the running?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, the banana boat theory. I'm going to engage you.
Oh, my banana boat theory. All right. So what I think happened is she was supposed to go on this bike ride with
Yes.
you,
Yes.
but before she got to the bike ride with you, she went on the banana boat with Michael.
who is Michael?
I mean, Michael just is a stand-in for another guy. That's
So you
probably
think she
met
went on a
online.
date
She
with
went on-
somebody else?
Yeah, she went on a date with Michael, and they rode the banana boat. And she had such a good time that she was like, "Oh,
But why can't you say that?
say what?
This is the thing about like dating.
Oh, you talking about why can't Gwen?
Why
say-
couldn't Gwen say, "Hey, you know what? I found
Because
somebody
the same reason
that I
she said to
think."
me, I don't want to talk about it. I mean, the same kind of thing.
You see, I mean, don't get me wrong. That is a very valid point, and it's not something that escaped me.
No. You misunderstand me. That's what happened.
Who is?
Really?
Yeah, that's definitely what happened.
How do you know? Is that what she said?
No. Nobody told me that.
Don't know what the hell you talking about then.
No, I just know that's what happened.
How do you know that?
How do you know that's what happened if she said she don't want to talk about it?
Women's intuition.
You ain't got no. See, that you go
You see,
about to make me cuss again.
See, real quick.
Yeah.
I would agree with you because
Yeah.
that would be the most likely thing.
Yeah.
However, if it was a normal girl.
Oh no, I know. There's anomalies there.
She's not a normal girl.
She is a normal girl, but
No,
but
no,
she's
no,
slightly off kilter.
Not normal.
Slightly.
Well, you didn't need her anyway.
Let me give you an example. This one time.
Yeah, I like drunk Renee.
This one time, I was me and a friend of mine or acquaintance were talking.
Yeah.
And
She's drunk. She'll slap you. I just want to let you know.
She walked by, and I was like, "Hey, Gwen," and she's like, "Hey, I can't stay. I just ate some hot chips, and I gotta go find some water."
What?
That's when she liked me.
She's weird.
Yeah. I was like, "Who eats? If you know you can't handle hot stuff, who eats it when they don't have access to water?" Yeah.
Yeah, she's. I'm not going to say that she's weird.
Boom.
I'm not gonna say that she's weird. My dad used to terrorize me with shit like that, and
Oh my
I'm
God.
like,
You should have slapped his damn glasses off.
sorry, it's a reflex.
And that's my flinching was too. The people that don't jump when somebody swings at them, those are the ones that get hit.
I took a video of scaring him in his cube. I think I still have it.
Okay, you have to let me see
What?
Yeah, because I had the camera and like I was like looking. I was like,
No, we watched it. I didn't jump.
Panther.
But I told you I always jump. I'm a jumper.
Oh yeah, you
But
are.
his eyes like
I'm
that.
a jumper.
Great.
That's
Yeah.
what I am. It's a survival mechanism.
Yeah.
The people that don't jump, those are people that get stabbed in the neck.
Of course,
Stab him in the neck.
Stab him in the neck.
You can't really jump either, but
No, you can't.
Not right now, but I could then. I could jump then. Now I just
anyways. So in all seriousness, she's a little bit off kilter. I'm not gonna say she's super weird. She's just eccentric.
She's super weird.
Okay.
There's that difference between
Is
being
she
weird
rich?
and eccentric.
Is she rich?
I think she is.
If she's rich, she can be eccentric.
I think she is well to do.
What is her parents or her?
Oh, her parents. Oh yeah, no, she's not rich and independent.
Okay.
But I mean, she's being supported, then she's rich.
That is a guess. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
That is
if she's
actually
rich,
what it is.
she can be eccentric. If she's not rich,
I need a dap.
Okay. So anyway, in all seriousness, I am curious. How do you know this for a quote unquote fact?
Yes, women's intuition. I just said that.
Okay.
You don't have a women's.
Wait, so you're saying that men can't have women's intuition?
Hell no, you can't.
Please don't go where I think you're going to go with that.
What, saying I used to be a woman?
Nope. I didn't see.
You think you used to be a woman?
No. But what I'm saying is, women's intuition is only women can have women's intuition.
Well, how the hell you gonna have it?
It's just what it's called, women's intuition.
You a man,
Yeah,
and you think you have it?
women's intuition. Yeah.
You do not.
Well, I was inside a woman before.
Yeah, you have been inside several women before.
Yeah. So I think that I could have gotten women's intuition from them.
Well, you didn't. So stop that.
Yeah, I don't think it's an STD. I don't think women's intuition is an STD.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't
I
think
got
it is.
it. It's like magic.
No, you don't have it. Absolutely don't.
Yeah, I got it when you gave
Babe,
me
you don't
sympathy
have it.
pregnancy.
You don't have it.
Yeah.
You don't have it.
So what do I have?
Nothing.
Acid reflux.
I do have that. And I have the pills to show.
He has the pills to show for
I got that pills to prove it.
Anyways,
Otherwise,
so you don't actually have anything to back that up with. You just think,
Yes!
please don't say women's intuition again.
I
Like,
won't,
I beg of you.
I won't say it.
Okay, that's fine. So that's your theory, huh?
No, he look like a duck. He look like Howard the Duck.
I didn't say it though.
Howard the.
All right, so let's get into your.
Speaking of Howard the Duck,
yes,
Howard the Duck is Marvel.
Really?
I'm dead serious. Yeah, that's right.
he's coming back into the.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
he
should
is.
totally come back.
No, he is.
The reason he's not coming back
It's
is
confirmed.
because they're making an animated TV show, but not in the MCU.
But they've already showed him.
Howard the Duck?
Okay, that's right. They have showed him in the MCU, but they're
Yeah.
not. Yeah,
They show Howard the Duck?
that's right. Yeah.
You
Oh
saw
my
him.
God.
Howard the Duck does exist in the Marvel Smash.
You saw him.
That's awesome.
Which one was he?
Howard
Guardians
the Duck.
of the
Oh,
Galaxy.
with the collector
With the collector, and he has a cameo
in the end credit scene.
in the second movie.
In the end credit
No,
scene.
during the movie.
Yeah, during the movie, in the end credit scene.
No,
Why?
during the movie
That's
portion
what I
of the
said.
movie
Of the end credit scene.
before the end credit scene.
But in an end credit scene.
No,
It never was in one?
no.
Oh.
Okay.
Man, you almost about to get my high out of me. I'm telling you right now.
From the end credit scene?
What do we have going on, Elliot?
He's at least worth a laugh.
Several.
Couple.
You think several means seven?
No, 2.
No, that's a couple.
Doesn't several also mean 2?
No.
Or like it's not 7.
It's 2 or more.
2 or
That's
more.
3 is more
That's
than 2.
few. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 is few.
So I guess it could be 7.
3. Yeah, but
Yeah.
does several mean seven?
No.
No. it
That's
doesn't
what
mean.
my kids thought.
But they
several
were
mean seven?
kids. They were kids.
Yeah, what do you mean, like teenagers?
Well, no, they were kids.
No, they were teenagers.
Oh, well, they were kids.
Because I think
still.
Little P still thinks that several
No,
means
I don't
seven.
think so. He's so
I think
smart.
he does. Oh, his game started at 2.
What? We are horrible parents.
Hope he didn't get to play. Who's
Okay.
he playing? Let me
Oh,
see.
that's what it was then.
No.
No.
Mm,
Are you sure?
No.
Probably.
Bo. All right, go with
You
that.
had that in your phone the entire time we talked about it yesterday?
Yeah.
What do you want?
We talked for 45 goddamn minutes about something he had to do it too. He couldn't remember what it was, who it had to do with, where it was, why he had to do anything, and it was in his freaking phone the entire goddamn time. It's like, well, can you ask Renee? I could, but she probably won't remember. And it's like
I'm so bad with stuff. Like, I was invited to 2 different things this weekend, right?
Yeah.
On Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I'm a fun person, right?
Yes, especially right now.
I'm a real fun person. I like to dance and...
Drink.
Yeah, drink.
It's
and
over. How's it
when
over
I'm
already?
dancing, I like to drink even more.
Sure.
Oh, no, this is last year. They don't. Hold on. Okay.
But,
last year they beat them.
one of my friends or acquaintance invited me to a band show last night. Like, somebody was playing a band.
Nifty.
But it's like a fundraiser or something.
Sure.
she invited me to that.
Mm-hmm.
And because my back and neck is not all the way, I don't think it's a good idea for me to do that.
Err on the side of caution.
So, and because I know myself well enough to know if this band is jamming, I want to dance. And then
rock out with your
right, I want to rock out with them. And then one of my friends invited me to a like wood thing, like painting.
Oh, okay.
But not a painting, but just like a wood thing that you're doing. Like you could do clocks, you could do
woodworking.
Yeah, woodworking
Cool.
stuff. So
that's nifty.
it's too damn expensive.
Yeah, those get very.
I was at $85 for a clock. I can go to Kohl's or something and pay like $20 or $30.
Okay, so an update. It's halftime and they're down 2-0.
Oh, okay. Okay. And so,
So
you know,
you're kind of watching it now. Of course, there's documentation that you guys weren't watching it.
right.
But he doesn't
something
know that.
happened, but he don't know. And then tonight I'm supposed to go to, like, it's two of my coworkers' birthday this month, and they usually like to do things.
Oh, double party.
Yeah.
Joint party.
So I usually like go and show my face on those kind of things and buy them a couple drinks and
But
then
showing
leave.
her face means being there an hour.
Yeah, showing my face mean being there for an hour.
Sure.
So I'll go there.
The big thing.
I'll go and show my face,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll buy them a couple drinks, and then I'll leave.
Okay.
But you know, it's hard being me.
It's hard being you. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's hard being married.
She's so Papua.
Yeah.
Papua she is. Yes, you are.
Several laughs. That's
Look
right.
at you. You're so Papua. Well, you know who's not Papua?
You.
No, I'm definitely Papua. Everyone wants to be me.
Every woman.
Everyone.
What do you have in your hand, Elliot? Because we gotta
women too
skip his
included.
thing.
Okay. I actually have a question for you guys, sort of.
All right, ask me
Oh,
a
you do?
question.
Give it to us.
I got it. Here's the problem.
He's flipping the script on us.
There's a little bit of context I have to give you, but I'll go through it. All right. So we're gonna start with good news.
All right.
Give it to
So-
us.
We last talked about the MCU in terms of what happened with Comic-Con and the announcement of Phase 4 and a lot of really cool movies that are coming out. Well, Disney did us a little bit better, and they announced a few more things that were coming out. They have their own convention. It's called D23.
Yeah.
Okay.
It usually has to do with video games and stuff, but they kind of also roll in movies because it's Disney and they have movies too.
Right.
So they added 3 more TV shows to that Disney app that's going to come out, the Disney Netflix app.
When is that coming?
November 19th
Of this year?
Okay.
of this year.
Have you already bought it?
I don't think you can actually buy it. Yeah, I could be wrong. I'm not a spokesperson for Disney. I don't know when you can buy it.
When are the TV shows coming out? Do they have TV shows already ready for it?
They have a full-length Star Wars TV show called The Mandalorian, which
Already done?
is already done. You know who's showrunner?
Who?
George Lucas.
No, he's really retired, but close.
Oh.
John Favreau is the
that's
showrunner,
pretty good.
and I've seen the preview, and it looks like a Star Wars movie. I mean, it looks amazing.
Okay, and it's a show. What else do they have ready?
They have a bunch of movies that are. I mean, she might like this. They have a live-action version of Lady and the Tramp that's coming out.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
that.
it's gonna be live action, like Lion King.
The original is King.
It's good. Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah, nobody wants to see a live action version of The Lion King or Lady and the Tramp. How are they gonna make him kiss and eat the spaghetti? Oh wait, it's not live. It's live action, but it's not. Is it gonna be real dog and real dogs?
It's like
It's gonna be real dog, CGI dog kind of thing.
it's gonna
like
it's,
Lion King?
It's.
Is it gonna? They're gonna
Did
make
you
him
see
eat the
Lion
spaghetti?
King?
I did. It wasn't very good.
Are the
I didn't see
Siamese
it.
twins gonna be in there?
No,
Huh?
they're not.
Oh, because they're considered racist.
They're considered racist. Yes. They're considered racist. Yes, that is
You
correct.
know who's racist?
Who? Don't say it.
I'm not. Continue.
Okay. So anyway,
Disney.
anti-Semitic. He hated Jews.
Yeah, that's racism.
Sort of. Yeah. If you look at Jews as a race of people, which technically
They are.
it's a religion,
Yeah, but it's a race too.
maybe.
The God's chosen people. You're only half chosen.
Wow.
Because it's only half Jew.
Smack the shit out of him.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to. I don't want to kill him.
I mean, you don't agree with that?
Well, I actually didn't hear what you said.
You said you're half Jew.
That is correct.
Yeah, so you're half
But
chosen.
he
people.
said you were half
Only half
chosen.
That's not entirely not true. I'm half Jewish. I'm half a daywalker. Excuse me. I am a daywalker
Yeah,
because
you're
I'm
a
half.
daywalker, yeah.
Yes.
Oh God.
But you didn't get any of the good traits.
No, I didn't get any of the good traits. I'm poor. I am not lucky. The one thing I do have is the thing that probably makes me the most fat, and that'd be that I love bagels. That is literally. Oh, I don't like lox. I don't like lox.
Well, lox is not a real thing.
No, that is totally
not a real thing.
That is totally a Jewish thing.
It's not a real thing.
Take my word for it.
No.
It is.
It's not a thing. It doesn't exist in the world.
Lox?
Yeah.
That you put on bagels?
Yeah.
No, it's 100%. Take my word for it.
It's not real. It's a myth.
Shut up, PJ.
Okay. Anyway, so
Urban legend.
here's the good news about the
right.
MCU.
What's the good news?
The good news is they announced 3 TV shows and they confirmed a release date for one very, very highly anticipated film.
What?
So the shows they're announcing are She-Hulk, which is
Okay.
a pretty big deal. It's pretty surprising that they're doing that, but great. They're doing a Miss Marvel TV show, which is a
Is that the same thing as Miss Maisel?
no.
The Marvelous Miss Maisel?
You mean Captain Marvel?
No, the Marvelous
No.
Miss Maisel.
Yeah.
You know
I know exactly what you're referring to. You don't have to ask me what it is. I know what it is.
Okay.
I
I don't know why you have to raise your voice when you said that.
Just
You know
because
how you just
I-
raised his voice.
No, I
I see
didn't
him raise
hear
his
him.
voice with me.
I didn't hear
You
him.
didn't hear anything.
No.
Why are you showing your guns?
It was itching. I'm about to roll it up and punch you.
That doesn't make sense.
Anyway, Miss Marvel, which is supposed to be kind of a offshoot of sorts of Captain Marvel. It's Miss Marvel is the first Muslim superhero that Marvel made, I believe.
Okay.
You going to turn that off? Or okay.
Put Bradford is winning?
No.
They just came back from halftime.
But why'd they say 2-0?
Well, it was shaking when you said they're playing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The other show is one that is awesome.
What?
That we're really looking forward to. It's called Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Oh, yeah, you're
That
looking for
sounds
that. I'm not
like
looking for
vampire
that. Is it
stuff.
gonna be? Oh, it's a guy that just to defeat people he moons them.
No, Moon Knight is Marvel's
That's
version.
his finishing move. In order to finish people off, after he beats them up and everything, finish, he moons them and they go.
No, he put it in their face. He sits on their face.
Oh, he fits on them and gives them a skid mark.
Mm-hmm.
No, not everyone has a bidet.
Yeah, he moons them and gives them a skid mark, and then they explode. Yeah.
Moon Knight is
That sounds amazing.
Batman's
I wanna see
version, is Marvel's version of Batman, sort of.
Okay.
And it's a guy, it's a mercenary.
That's who Tony Stark is.
Funny enough, a Jew. It's a Jewish character, who is a mercenary who, depending on what
Oh, it's
version,
more like Moon Knight, Meshava.
depending on what version, what version of the comics you read, he gets possessed by like a Egyptian deity, and he has like violent multiple personalities. And it's kind of cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see
And
little piece on the field.
the movie, you want to look at that? Do you want to?
See the
on
piece on
the
the
field?
field? I don't think so.
I can't tell.
I see black people, but I can't tell if it's my own
So
side.
that does increase his chances of playing. Then yes, if he's on the field.
Well, let's see if he's on the bench. Can you see him? I can't make it any bigger.
Yeah. Anyway, so the movie they announced is Black Panther 2. They officially gave it a date and it's 100% coming. I mean, it was coming before, but they've now made it more official that it is indeed
When
coming.
is this supposed to come?
It is coming May 2022.
Because you know black people looking for that.
Oh, I know they are.
Yeah, but it's like
which is
3
probably
years
why
away.
they announced it.
3 years away.
That's right.
But still, that's something
2.5.
half.
Yeah, 2.5.
That's
But I mean,
something to look forward to.
Something to look forward to. The one cool thing about the rumor is the one cool thing about Black Panther 2. The rumor is that the villain is going to be Namor. Namor is Marvel's Aquaman.
Oh.
There's a long-standing history between that. I mean, you could say feud, yeah.
But then he's going to become a good guy.
Oh yeah, he's going to become
a good guy.
become
He's
an
gonna be
anti-hero.
He's the antagonist. He's going to become a good guy, and then they're going to kiss.
The rumor is
I'll
that
kiss him.
that Namor is
You don't
going
even know
to.
what he looks like.
What, the Aquaman?
No, the Marvel version of Aquaman.
Oh.
Yeah, he could be.
It's
whatever.
not going to be the same man?
No, he's in DC.
He's kind of Asian.
It's not. Why did they change the man?
Well,
His name is Namor.
his name is Namor. This isn't Aquaman. It's different. DC is Aquaman. Namor is Marvel.
DC is
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't like that already. Forget about it.
Because she likes Jason Tatum.
Because he is sexy as...
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Not even close. We literally have you on camera.
Tatum. I knew that was wrong.
Anyways,
You didn't know what was right though.
so we're now getting to the question part, which is unfortunately the bad news. He knows it, and I think you heard too, that Sony and Disney were no longer able to come to an agreement with that Spider-Man.
Yeah, about that damn Spider-Man.
Damn Spider-Man. So I'm going to give you some context, and I'm going to ask you a question. You got to bear with me here. I'm going to try to power through it.
Okay.
So
you talk about me taking a long time to get to it.
Well, my point. I'm going to get to a point. So
you don't ever have a point, PJ.
I have points.
Okay.
Look at my hair. See all the points?
No.
They're curly points.
It's hard to miss it. Anyways. Anyways.
Hey, are you gonna make us some food while we're watching the?
Absolutely not.
I'm going to give you
to take a nap.
2 minutes to get this out of your system so I can go.
No, you can go now.
Okay. So
I just want to know if she was gonna make us some food. Cause think about it, we have a tight schedule.
Do you know there's a good chance that she might make you food if you let me read
I'm gonna
this.
poison your ass.
See? we have a tight schedule, do we not?
Yes, we do.
So I was wondering.
You're not helping it by not letting me do
All right,
this.
just do your thing. Then.
Yeah, you know it. You know
You
it.
don't even want to care about my important stuff that I have.
Sony's been making Spider-Man movies since
Even though my stuff is way more important. Than
2099.
Isn't that even 2099?
1999.
2099. Did you just say 2000?
I love how he heard that.
Yeah. He always hear anything that you mess up on.
Like Ant. Like his Ant-Man.
That's my aunt.
Ant-Man.
Yeah.
I did
Like Ant-Man. Yeah, no, I'm saying like Ant-Man. You said your aunt.
Okay, can you
is that
please
is,
let Elliot...
is your aunt one of Ant-Man's aunts?
No.
Is that why you named it? Because that's one of the ants that he
No.
named? Okay. What's your aunt's name? Janice.
No.
Janice.
Don't tell her.
No.
Janice?
No.
Okay.
Stop it.
Do your thing.
Okay. So Sony's been making.
Do you remember where you were?
I'm just gonna start over every time.
Okay. That sounds like a terrible idea.
So Sony has been making Spider-Man movies since 1999-ish. It's been making Spider-Man since 1999-ish. They've made 2 very good ones. They made the first Spider-Man and the second Spider-Man. They're very good. The third Spider-Man
we're gonna
movie.
Take a short nap after the podcast.
Okay.
No, we're not.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So Sony has made Spider-Man movies since 1999-ish. They've made 2 good ones: Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 3 is questionable. And it's okay. I'll start over again. It's cool. I'll start over again. So Sony
I didn't say a thing.
Sony has started making Spider-Man movies in the late 90s, and they've made 2 good ones: Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 3 is generally a little more questionable. It's hit or miss.
Yeah, because it brought in Venom.
Because it brought in Venom. Yeah.
That part was good.
That most people don't agree with that. I mean, I actually didn't.
What do you think?
It didn't bother me. I
think because they had too many villains in that one.
I mean, the way they did it.
Didn't they have Electro Man? They had Sandman.
That's Spider-Man 2. Sandman, the Green Goblin, and Venom. Yeah, who came in literally the last 30 minutes of the movie.
Green Goblin didn't need to come back.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't really him coming back. It was
James.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't need to be there.
Agreed. Anyway,
if they were going to do that, then that didn't be the main villain.
To segue into that,
Yeah,
Sony
you need to say that because you're still going.
Sony interfered with that,
Yeah.
and that's part of the problem. Anyways.
So what are they going to end up doing, though?
So basically, what happened was Spider-Man 3 did not make as much as they wanted. They weren't able to make a 4th movie because they kind of poisoned the well with
now we're losing
with a direct. I thought you were always losing.
Always losing.
No, Mississippi State.
Oh.
Okay. So they poisoned the well. Like the director of the first 3 movies, he didn't want. He wanted to come back, but he wasn't able to work under their pressure and their schedule. So they just scrapped any sequels, and they decided to go down the route and reboot him. Literally about 6 years after they just started the franchise.
Yeah.
And they made the Amazing Spider-Man series.
Right.
Both movies underperformed significantly. Like these movies should be.
You're talking about the emo version.
Yes, the emo version. Yes.
Right.
Or the hipster version, more
emo.
hipster. Okay, that's fine. And
I just wanted to say that because I think that's more accurate than hipster.
But you see, emo was kind of more what he did in Spider-Man 3. Remember?
Yeah.
Where he's walking down the street.
Yeah, then they doubled down on it, and he got real emo.
But emos don't skateboard.
Like dark emo. Yeah, they do actually.
Okay, then
Do you know why they skateboard to try to get away from their troubles?
Wow, I didn't see that one coming a mile away.
Yeah, they're trying to skate away from their troubles.
Anyways, so
on 4 wheels, not 2.
The Amazing Spider-Man came out, I believe, the same summer. I can't remember if it was 2011 or 2012, but it came out 2012. 2012, yeah. I can't remember. 2011, 2012, around the same time that Marvel started to make their cinematic universe with Avengers. So guess what Sony wanted? They wanted to make their own cinematic universe with Spider-Man. And they have 900 characters. They can do it. But you're going to have more movies about villains and more movies about kind of weirder characters.
So is that why they took them away?
No. I'm getting to the actual deal. This is before any of that happened.
Okay.
And somewhere there's going to be a question.
Yes. So, yeah, I'm getting there, I promise. So the Amazing Spider-Man series underperformed.
Newsflash, he promised.
Hugely.
Yeah,
You good?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they still kind of wanted to make a spin-off. They wanted to make 2 Spider-Man movies, The Amazing Spider-Man 3 and 4. They wanted to do a Venom spin-off before this one that came out.
Okay.
They had a hard-on for that. They wanted to make a Sinister Six movie, which is a very popular comic book villain. It's a formation of 6 of Spider-Man's villains that come together to fight him. But of course, the weird part about this movie was they wanted Spider-Man to be one of the Sinister Six, which didn't really make sense.
Right.
They even, just to show how desperate they were to make other movies, they wanted to make an Aunt May spinoff that took place in World War II and made her a spy. Yeah, I'm trying to give you guys a context of what Sony is.
Right.
So basically, what happened was, like I said before, the Amazing Spider movies bombed. They didn't bomb, but they very much underperformed. They didn't make nearly as much money as they were hoping.
Yeah.
And Marvel reached out in 2014, 2015, saying, "Hey, listen, we're willing to help you guys by bringing Spider-Man into our ever awesome universe.
Yeah.
And it's going to give you guys some bones to work with, et cetera, et cetera."
Right.
These emails, actually, Sony said, "No, we don't need your help. Thank you very much."
Oh.
But do you remember that the Sony hack that North Korea did, like, back in 2014?
Yeah.
Well, those emails were in that hack, and fans were like, "What the fuck is this? Like, we want Spider-Man in the MCU."
Right.
And like the head of Sony at the time was like, "Yeah, you guys have lost your freaking mind. Go back to the table and make this happen."
Yeah.
And they did. They did. It took a while, but
Right.
basically the deal was Marvel would make solo movies for them. They would be the creative control behind it, because Sony can't obviously make solo movies. A movie about Aunt May being a spy in World War II should tell you that.
Okay.
Marvel would get merchandising, and they'd get 5% of the profit from the first day of the box office total. So basically, Marvel gets like a very paltry sum.
Right.
But the good news was he would be part of the Avengers, and they raked in epic amounts of money from that, and Spider-Man being part of it.
Okay.
So, long story short, Spider-Man was in Civil War, huge success, very popular. Homecoming grossed $880 million, which was more than most of the Spider-Man movies made. Avengers Endgame together made $4 billion.
How much? $4 billion?
$4 billion together, yeah.
Oh.
Both films. And Far From Home made $1.1 billion, which was Sony's highest-rated movie of all time.
Wow.
So you'd think with this amazing success,
Right.
they'd be able to come to some form of agreement.
Exactly.
Nah, they couldn't.
That's because somebody got too greedy.
Well, I'm gonna read you, and I apologize. I know this is a little bit long-winded, but here's what happened. August 20th, 2019, they said that we were not able to find another agreement, and they kind of left up in the air.
Okay.
There was a bunch of rumors that went around, floating around. The one that makes the most sense that I kind of picked from is that supposedly Disney asked for at least 30% of the gross.
30.
30, but wait for it.
But when they had 5 at first? That was
5% of the first day. They got like a very, very small amount.
Okay.
30% of the gross. But here's the deal: they would put up 30% of the budget. So it's not like they're getting the money for free.
Okay.
They put up 30% of the budget. They're making the movie.
Right.
Sony would distribute it. They would take the 70% of the profits. They wanted at least 30. However, Sony said, "No, we want the same deal we had before, where you guys basically don't get much." Which
Right.
It was a move. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
They both kind of said that they would settle at 25.
Yeah.
But Sony sat on the deal for months, and it prompted Disney and Marvel to counter with 50%. I don't know why they did that, but that's what they did. Sony and Disney walked. That's kind of where the deal stopped publicly. Bear with me here. So, a side note is the people who were negotiating this deal were executives. They're not filmmakers.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It really tells you everything you need to know, right? Bear with me here. I wrote a lot of stuff down here. So, Kevin Feige, the guy who does the MCU movies, was apparently very upset, and he was kind of like, "Hey, we need to really try to make this work."
Right.
But it's hard. And then recently, Tony Vinicura, who's probably now the most hated person in the comic book world, came on.
Stark.
Huh? No. I'm talking about the head.
Tony Stark.
I'm talking about the head of Sony, the
So
film head.
You didn't mean to say Stark?
No, I didn't mean to say Stark.
He didn't
Otherwise,
say Stark.
I would have said
I
Stark.
know. All right, keep going.
So he came out and he basically said the door was shut. We're not negotiating for now.
The door is closed.
The door is closed, which crushed a lot of people. Now, I will say the good news is Disney has not made an official announcement. So,
Okay, so maybe they're still trying to work. You think?
tiny bit of hope. There is some rumors from a website that's very fun to read, but a lot of people question the validity. that have said that they are still negotiating, and now the rumored deal is for Disney to have 30% of the gross, put 30% in, but the problem is they have to include Venom, which they've made a Venom spinoff since, the one with Tom Hardy.
Question.
I'm getting there. I'm close. I promise. All right. Sony has lied. They've said that part of the reason that they didn't want to do it was because Disney now has X-Men and Fantastic Four that they can work with. So they didn't have time. That's a lie. That's not true.
Yeah.
The rumor is that the news contract, if it does go forward, would consist of 4 solo movies, 3 of which would be another trilogy with him in college, Peter Parker in college, 2 Avengers films where he would be a main character, and an option for a 7th film. Now, you've been listening intently, and I appreciate that. Him, I question it a tiny bit. But my question is do you think that, as of right now, he is not part of the MCU, Sony is going to make movies with him that will not be part of what have happened? It's going to be with him fighting Venom and other movies that they're starting to do.
Yeah.
Do you think, and I know I've kind of biased you a little bit, and I apologize, I didn't mean to, I truly didn't. Do you think that Sony deserves another chance?
No.
At what?
At making another Spider-Man franchise. They think that they've seen how Kevin Feige does it with the Marvel movies, and they can do their own.
They are doing it.
Well, I know that.
But they failed. So then they failed at first. So why?
They failed a lot at first.
Yeah. So why would you like?
Not in the Amazing Spider-Mans.
I think that they
did.
Yeah. What are the Tobey Maguire ones?
Spider-Man. Yes.
Yeah, okay, Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2.
I don't think they deserve another chance.
But that was
hell no.
That was 2001.
Yeah.
And they still they were making money off of it.
They were, yes.
So it doesn't matter. Like, why would you?
Not as much as they wanted.
Yeah.
And I will give them credit. They recently put out Venom, which was not very good.
Yeah.
But they also did make Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which was better. It was good.
It was good.
Yes, it was
more
good.
Like a great movie.
Yes, it was more like a great movie. But at the same time, there's a difference between an animated movie and live action movie.
Yeah, that is true. Animated, you can do it.
You can do a lot more.
Want,
yeah.
I don't think they deserve it. What do you think, babe?
Who, me? Yeah, I think they deserve a chance to get back into Marvel.
I don't think so.
Wait.
No, that's not the question.
That wasn't the question.
That's not the question.
The question was, do you think someone deserves a chance to make another universe with Spider-Man?
Yeah, inside the Marvel.
No.
No, that's not the question.
That's not the question.
All right.
All you do is give me crap about how long it took me to get to the question, and then you don't even acknowledge the question correctly.
Okay, say it again.
Okay. So, not in any Marvel universe.
Okay, not in the Marvel Cinematic
That is correct.
A standalone Spider-Man
universe.
Wait, a Spider-Man universe?
Yes.
No.
With Venom?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, that's ridiculous.
Can you give me a reason? I would like to hear a reason.
Okay, so here's my reason behind it. Number one, they suck.
That's true.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
I guess I'm not biased. I guess I'm biased now.
No, the number one is they suck, okay? Yes. So if they're going to make a whole universe based from one character,
which would be rough, yeah,
is hard when you don't suck.
Yeah.
But they suck.
Well, what they're gonna do is they're gonna
one character is based off of one character. So the problem is everything has to kind of offshoot from the world that you create from that one character.
Yeah. No, wow, that's actually a good point. I didn't even think about that.
And
I just thought about how bad they are and how they can't make good
That's what I'm thinking. Like, they're bad. Like,
they're bad already at making the first.
Right.
So making a whole world from the standpoint of what you conceive from one character is hard.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But they can't even do that right.
Yeah.
Right.
So no, they don't deserve another chance.
No, I don't.
Especially when you already have an awesome world created that he was already in.
Yeah, he was
I feel.
All right.
And I said it.
Last question. Who is at fault for the deal falling through? And unfortunately, I did kind of bias it against Disney. Disney is not, or biased against Sony. Disney is not.
Marvel.
You think Marvel's to blame?
Yeah. Because they were short-sighted in their negotiations.
But were they really?
Yeah.
I mean, they gave them a deal for 30%.
Yeah.
Sony sat on it and then said no 6 months after the fact.
No, the reason I say they were short-sighted is because they should never have wrapped up Spider-Man so heavily into it.
Well, that's fair. No, that is a very, very valid point, and I completely and totally agree. I actually completely agree with that. But my question isn't so much that, is whose fault is it that the deal fell through? I agree Disney screwed up on that royally. They should never have done that.
All right, I would say that Sony caused it to fall through, but I still say it's Marvel's fault because they're the ones that really
need them now.
Needed to
they
work.
need them now.
So
That's a valid point, yeah.
they need to do whatever they can
That is a very
to make it work.
Right.
articulate
And Sony
point.
probably was like, ha, we got you because you need them
Because
now.
Sony's going to make money off at least the first one. Until
Well,
people realize that it's dumb.
You see, here's the issue, is that they're going to build up the whole concept of him fighting Venom, but then
They shouldn't do that.
they're going to, if they don't come up with an agreement, which is possible.
But I think that because of what Tom Holland has already brought, that's going to bring the people in at least for the first one.
Yes, agreed.
And so I think they're looking. That's all they're looking at.
Yes, no, I think you're 100% right.
Yeah.
I agree with that. You know, my gut instinct is, it's so funny because it could go either way so easily. Like, you know, Disney screwed up because Disney could have just eaten the deal and be like, you know what, we'll do the same deal.
Right.
We'll do the same deal because they made so much money off the Avengers movies.
Right.
They made $4 billion plus off those movies.
That's why I say it's their fault because I know they have this pride thing and everybody's trying to blame Sony, but I feel like Marvel and Disney, they did it this way.
Yeah.
And they should have done whatever it took to get it.
And it's not Marvel's fault.
Yeah.
The rumor is that it's the Disney executives up top. They're going, you have...
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that. That's usually where it falls.
And Sony's too goddamn dumb to realize that they have something truly amazing. Because if you think about it, it's not like...
They're not even doing any work and they reap the benefits.
I mean, they're distributing the film, but that's common
That's
practice.
not the
Yeah,
work.
exactly.
It's
That's not the work. I think they do advertising, but frankly, they fuck that up too.
That's not the work.
But like, my issue with Sony is... I can't even articulate it because I forgot.
I know what the issue is, but I still put the onus on Disney.
Disney had more to lose.
Yeah.
Right.
Disney
oh
had,
my gosh, yeah.
Disney had
Yeah, most
far more to lose,
Exactly.
and I do.
They should have just made it happen.
They should have made it happen. They should have eaten it.
And on that bombshell, we'll end. Thank Elliot. Oh no, you can't thank Elliot because you can in the comments. You can thank him in the comments. Not yet. But thanks for coming back, and of course we'll see you again for the Drunk Podcast.
Yes.
I think we're doing that. I feel like we're going to do that. But thanks for watching if you see this on YouTube, and thanks for listening if you see it regular. This has been another episode of Peach's World Podcast. I'm PJ.
And I'm Renee.
She got it right that time. Look at it. All right. See ya.